Hi, and welcome to the Giddy Hen. I'm Debbie of Debbie's Rusty Brush, and I am a giddy hen. Today we're going to paint this impressionistic abstract horse. We're going to do this on a 16 by 20 wrapped canvas using primarily DIY clay-based chalk paint and a little bit of acrylic. So come along with me and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with our first layer of DIY chalk paint. I'm using Old 57, Apothecary, and a little bit of Mermaid's Tail. Hi! Okay, now I'm using Master's Touch Light Purple mixed with Liquitex Basics Medium Magenta, and I'm just kind of using a paper towel and smudging it on, a little bit of brushwork as well. I'm going to add a little bit of the DIY Mermaid Tail, and then I'm going to add some green light. The brand that I have is called Cheap, C-H-E-E-P, and I get it at Craft Warehouse. I'm going to do this randomly all over the canvas, and that will be our second layer. So now I'm just taking those original three colors and I'm putting on our third coat. Prior to doing this, however, I did spray with Krylon spray-on sealer because you can wet distress the chalk paint, and I don't want to wet distress our first layer. I just want to wet distress down to the second layer, which will show through some of the first, some of the second, and will leave some of this last layer. And so that's why I added the sealer. If you were doing this with acrylic, you'd have to use sandpaper, and you wouldn't have to worry about doing any seal coats in between. So here I am wet distressing. You can do this with any wet cloth. I'm using baby wipes and just going to pull off some of that last layer and show through the layers that are underneath. It adds some interest, some depth into the background, and that's what we're after. So you just do this until you're happy with the interest that you have in the background itself. Okay, so now I'm just taking a brush and outlining the horse on here. I did take time that I did not film, and I drew on the image that I wanted on the canvas. I did it with colored pencils in a blue color that was really light, so it didn't show up much, but I could see it. That way it doesn't mix in with any of the paint that I'm putting on. And so for now, what I'm going to do is just outline the horse in mermaid tail, and then I'm going to take a palette knife and start adding some details and some other colors. So this is Blue Iris, and I'm just doing the ears and around the face and down the neck a little bit to define those areas. And then I'm adding Liquid Sunshine, also DIY product, down around the eyes and down the face to give a little brightness into the face and set it off. And then this is a little bit of Kissing Booth. It's a hot pink color. And now I'm just going to use some mermaid tail and define this other area. Now these colors dry much lighter than when you put them on the canvas and they're wet, but when you seal them at the end, the colors brighten back up and all that vibrancy of the wet paint comes back. And so you'll see that at the end with the picture. But right now we're just going to be layering in colors along with, right now in the nostril area and in the eyes and the mane, I'm using what is called Hey Sailor, and it is a navy blue color. A few of the colors that I put in there, the more purpley colors, are a mixture of Kissing Booth and the different blues that there are. I also used a mixture of my old 57 and mermaid tail to come up with a little lighter version of the mermaid tail. And so I'm just going to play back and forth until I'm happy with the features and the way they're coming out. Okay, so that is how you paint an impressionistic abstract horse in blues. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a great day.